With many farmers in Louisiana making disaster claims this year, there could be a good chance those farmers are going to need legal help to iron out those differences with decision makers. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson is sitting down with a guest who can provide that help for free.
AJ, farmers are businessmen, which means that they enter into lots of contracts, and sometimes there are disputes in those contracts which require mediation rather than going to court. Joining me now is John Pierre, the Vice Chancellor at the Southern University Law Center. John, I understand you guys have a program called the Louisiana Agricultural Mediation Program. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, the Louisiana Agricultural Mediation Program is one of several programs that are certified by the United States Department of Agriculture. It's part of what's called the Coalition of Agricultural Mediation Programs. And what we do at the Southern University Law Center is we help mediate disputes between agricultural producers and the USDA over several programs, and also actual homeowners who have loans with rural development in rural areas who may have problems with payments on their homes, and prior to foreclosure, we try to mediate some of those disputes with the USDA.
Why is mediation so important rather than, say, filing suit or going to court, which is what you hear a lot of folks talk about?
Well, mediation is a good way to resolve conflict without incurring a great deal of expense. Typically, what we find is that when there's a conflict, one of the reasons the conflict exists is because both sides aren't able to talk to each other in ways that each party understands each other. So mediation tries to bring the parties together. The mediator is a neutral, so therefore he's not making a decision. He's trying to help the parties find solutions to their problems. So everybody doesn't get what they want, but they usually come to some type of resolution that they can live with.
And typically in the mediation process, just kind of talk me through what goes on.
Well, typically what happens is this. Someone might apply for a loan with USDA, or they might have crop damage because of a storm or something like that. And the USDA will probably have a program that will cover that. They might apply for benefits. The USDA might deny them the benefits. At that particular point in time, they can appeal that decision or they can seek mediation. Appeals take a long time, and there's a lot of bureaucratic paperwork to go through. If you choose the mediation process, you get to come to a place that we provide, and you get to be with someone that you can talk to about how to resolve the problem. It could be, for example, that the reason you were denied a loan is because you didn't meet the requirements for the loan. You might have been a year short of qualifying, or there might be an issue with your credit that you didn't realize. So then what we try to do is we try to find solutions to help people realize that they can solve their problems without going through expensive appeals process and litigation.
And how does someone get in touch with the Southern University Law Center to get to be part of the LAMP program?
Well, basically, we have two numbers that you can call. You can call 225 area code 771-3333 or 225-771-2555. And you can ask for either Alvin Washington or myself, John Pierre.
And tell me a little bit about the history of this. This goes back, this isn't something new, this goes back to, say, the mid to late 80s.
Yes. The mediation program at the USDA level has been around for over 25 years. And it came about as a result of trying to help agriculture producers and individuals and or entities that receive services from USDA to sort of use an alternative way to resolve conflict rather than tying up the agency with a lot of administrative bureaucracy, with a lot of litigation. So this is a way to help reduce cost. And Congress has, every 5 years, funded this program because I think it works. It really works very, very well all across the country.
And quickly, because we're running out of time, but you mentioned cost. How much does this cost a farmer or someone to get in touch with you guys?
It doesn't cost them anything. Our program services are free. So basically, you have a dispute, we try to help you resolve it. Doesn't cost you anything to do it. It might cost you a little time to travel to, and actually, we actually go out to locations. If farmers live away from Baton Rouge, we have done mediation in places outside of Baton Rouge.
And with high input costs, I know farmers like free. Thank you very much. He is John Pierre, the Vice Chancellor at the Southern University Law Center. And AJ, in case you missed any of those numbers, we're going to post them onto our website, twilatv.org, and we'll put a link to the LAMP program there at the Southern University Law Center. Back to you.
Thanks, Avery. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, Kristen Oakes finally brings us an Ag Minute that really cuts the mustard. Literally. Stay with us.